Hello. What's up to my fellow grinders out there? This is Jez7780. I am fuming. Follow me over on Twitter. And if you don't like it or like this video, this is a bonus episode of What Grinds My Gears. Enough. I better go shut my door. Don't want to get yelled at. All right. So, I'd rather be gaming right now. But I've been on a lot of shows today. Shout out to Kid Smooth. We did the Call of Duty thing. That was my high point of the day. I was surprised with that whole blackout. That looked really cool. Definitely want to see more of that. I didn't think they needed that whole stage and all that pop and circumstance today. You know, they could have just kind of showed those trailers and called it a day. But, you know, people got to play it. Hopefully we see some impressions of it. But that was my high point. Started off real bad this morning with seeing all those reviews of our good old Xbox exclusive game, State of Decay 2. I'm going to start there and then wind up where I'm fuming. So let me start there. So that game, there was a battle won, which was when everybody thought it was AAA, or developers said it was AAA and talked about AAA. And then they came out and said they priced it at $30. People were like, why? What's up? And I was like, I'm concerned. It shouldn't be $30. I thought they were going to have a full budgeted $60 game co-op, think on the levels of a Borderlands type co-op, something like that. But it's $30. People are like, yeah, but that doesn't define the quality of a game. That's just the price. So I go, everybody wants to wait and see. I'm just stating that I'm concerned. They came out $30. People are going to use that as a fallback. Oh, $30, that's okay. It could be like that. And what do we see? It's $30, the budget title. All of a sudden, it's the budget title. I believe when it was 30 to the 60 to 30, if we go back to all the stories, all that stuff. I think people were like, but it's a AAA game in a $30 package. And I was like, there's a reason why it's $30. Nobody wants to admit it, but there's a reason. And we're soon seeing what the reason is. Now, I'm going to do Game Pass because you know what? That's kind of what a lot of these games are turning into. I got to just try them in Game Pass. And even the positive reviewers are saying, try this in Game Pass. It's at a 69 right now on Metacritic. And you know what? People are going to love it. People are going to hate it. I thought it was going to be a 75. And I'm going to turn on the chat in a little bit, but I just got to get this off my chest now. But like, I thought it was going to be a 75. I thought there were going to be some 8s. I thought there were going to be some 7s. And, you know, hit or miss in that way. Because I definitely thought it would have been a better game than that lack of content sea of expectations over there, which they still can't figure their shit because they're like adding stuff, taking it away the next day because it breaks the game. Can't even share a banana. Sharing a banana breaks the game, apparently. Whatever. That game, that game's a joke. But now we come to the next one. The only one that kind of had the potential, actually had a release date because Crackdown's in oblivion right now. And we got this game. And it came to 69. And you want to know what else? If you go look over on Metacritic, go look at the people that are still in review. Kotaku, which I don't even know if they give out numbers. Polygon, and Eurogamer, who already came out and said that this is like the buggiest piece of garbage ever, already made a statement about it. Those guys are still waiting to give their scores. This thing might be even lower than Sea of Thieves by the time this stuff comes through. All these things. Like, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. And you know what? My thing is we can't hate on the devs, even though some open their mouths too much. We can't hate on the game. We should not be making fun of the Metacritic scores, but the Metacritic scores should be a statement to Microsoft going, this is what the gaming industry thinks of the games that you're putting out. I blame them. I blame their quality control. I said this morning on Twitter. I blame Microsoft for this. You tell me they play test. Hell, they fucking beta tested Sea of Thieves for a year and a half. They had a beta a week before for State of Decay 2. And they don't know that these bugs exist, that these things are going on. They don't know this, but they're willing to put in a game class. Hell, they're willing to have you spend $20 to $30 extra to play the fucking shit early. Really? Play that early. That's how confident they were in this game when it is apparently, this is the thing. And the same thing I said for Sea of Thieves. If these were just a couple of reviewers that said, yo, not enough content for me in Sea of Thieves. Yo, this game has some game crashing bugs for me over here in State of Decay 2. And it was just a one or two. But people, this is universally what's bringing the scores down. And it is just the scariest thing is that these things are items that should be addressed in game development. And these items that are bringing the scores down of these games of State of Decay and Sea of Thieves go deeper. They go deeper than just somebody not liking the game. These go deeper than that. This is development hell. There's something going down with Microsoft's relationships with developers and what they want them to do. The fact that State of Decay 2 doesn't use Azure, meanwhile they're talking about the cloud out their ass, and they don't put cloud in that game. Instead, they make it peer-to-peer lag fest. The things that I just think that there is something deeper than what we're seeing, because people are not even talking about, oh, the character design, oh, the graphics, oh, this, oh, that. Oh. These are like, no, there is no content in Sea of Thieves. There is only 3 types of missions. State of Decay 2 is a buggy mess with a new engine, an engine that they said they can't use Crytek's engine because they were moving to a bigger AAA engine that allowed them to give the scope that they want with Unreal. I hold my head and go, what? Oh, what? Are you kidding me? You using a new engine? You brought over the jank, the animation jank, this stuff. I played it at PAX East. There was some issues with it. I had some zombies teleporting through walls. It got dirty and got messy inside the closed quarters. They were going through the floor and stuff like that. But overall, I didn't have no craziness. But again, I was playing in a controlled environment at PAX, a public demo. And this, I think it was running on PCs because it looked like they had something underneath, even though they had Xboxes there. And that's another thing, not demoing this game on X. People showing this mess and they're showing it on PC, which you have the premier console that you came out of a limo holding it above your head like you won the Super Bowl, wearing jackets saying it's a monster, but you're afraid to show your first party games running on it. I don't understand that logic. You rather have people playing it on PC. You're not forcing them to play it on the X. It should run best on the X, right? It should run best. Why is that not in the forefront of all your demos? And why we have to question until tonight at midnight how this thing runs on the X? We're still questioning it. Like, how this is going to run on the X? How's it run on the S? Because all we've seen is on PC. And I want to bring up the YouTube channel, but I just can't believe the quality control or whatever they think that they're doing over there and releasing the games in the state that they are. Here we go. I'll pop open this chat, guys. Oh, we got the crew in here. What's up, guys? I see who's in here now. I'm going to say, yo, what's up? So, yeah, that's the thing. It's the quality control. Like, I'm not going to stay here and make fun of Metacritic and compare them with the Sony Metacritic. We know what's going down. We know what's up, guys. But when you look and see what they're putting out, somebody's greenlighting that stuff and saying, put State of K out as it is, we'll patch it later. And I thought, and I say this, I don't think Game Pass is creating these bad games. I think that Microsoft has the pressure now to try to maintain subscribers to Game Pass by putting content in. And the Game Pass has turned into just a dumping ground. They just want to put stuff in there to keep you engaged, to keep you subscribed. And the problem is, and they said this on Rand and Jez's podcast, like, if Microsoft wants to be content is king, Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Cinema, Showtime, all AMC, all the what is it? AMC with Walking Dead. Content is king. Content keeps you coming back, and Microsoft doesn't have it. And instead of making sure that they are making State of Decay 2 a great game, they're just putting it out there. Let it get to 69. We'll fix it later. But we got it out there for our monthly subscribers, and people are going to subscribe now this month. And maybe we'll tease them for next month. We'll give them some games for next month. They'll stay subscribed. They'll forget about the $10, and we'll get them. They're playing such a sleazy game. Yes, I know, Tiger King. Yes, I saw that video where it was 30 frames per second, 29 to 31 on the X. It was hitting 40 on the original, the VCR Xbox One. And on the S, it was hitting 35 and then peaking at 40 for some of them, running faster frame rates. And people are like, oh, well, of course, it's running higher resolution on the X. Well, why can't you get, okay, this was a beast. Go get Aaron Greenberg's jacket that says it's a monster. Well, why is the monster the worst? I don't even get me started on the Phil and all that other stuff. All I know is that whoever's doing that quality control and putting out these games, these 69s and all this other stuff, and we'll fix it later. Let me tell you something. What Microsoft is doing right now is they're killing themselves. Not just now. They're killing themselves for the future. Who is going to be excited after today for State of Decay 3? Who's excited for Sea of Thieves 2? Who's excited for Lucky Tales 2? Microsoft is not building franchises for the future. They're killing their franchises. They're killing them. They are killing their franchises. They are not even allowing them to even get started. Quantum Break 2. Quantum Break 1, they could have fixed that one. Set Overdrive 2, they could have made that bigger and better and built upon it. State of Decay 2, this was an established franchise that hit hard. Hit hard on the 360. You had people coming over on number 2, and now you bring the same jank over, and the charm is in the jank. Oh, come on, please. That was expected to be fixed. And you marketed State of Decay 2 as a co-op multiplayer zombie survival game. State of Decay 2 was marketed as a multiplayer co-op zombie survival game. There's no co-op base building. There's no co-op resourcing. There, you have your people come in. You just do your thing. You don't even progress. And also, there's no story in the game. No story in the game. There's adaptive missions, and that's a fancy way of saying, hey, you have medical supplies that are low over in your base. Well, guess what? They're going to be more medical supply missions. Some lady's going to now say she needs medical supplies. Go over here for medical supplies. It's another fetch quest game. Another one. And another one where I'm hearing a lot of well, it's fun with friends. It's fun. And it create your own adventures. This dynamic, this whole we're going to give you this world and you guys just go have fun in it. That only works in certain games, and that's kind of a hidden lightning in a bottle. You can't just kind of force that upon people. You cannot, that should not be your game design unless you're creating some sort of custom thing that people can make their own games, like a Big Planet or a Project Spark. But really, you should not have the people make their own. I heard, I think this was on Rand's podcast, the Xbox Two, that he follows the subreddit of Sea of Thieves and saying that people are actually creating their own games in there. Like they're trying to do pirate races in there. Like people are just kind of just making their own content. It's not official. It's not mods. It's just people just trying to do something with the game that Microsoft gave them. But Microsoft didn't even give them the tools to even do that. If that's what they wanted, why don't you give the tools of a custom creation or something along those lines? Like something like how Black Ops is doing with the zombie game, where you have just basically they opened up settings and you could just do settings with stuff. But the reason why this is not a happy show, I'm not happy. And if people want to say, well, why are you upset? Is because it's that I've been an Xbox fan and I watched them when it was fun to be an Xbox fan, when it was exciting. Now is a friggin' embarrassment because they are basically just trolling us, taking pictures of Rise. Oh, it's not coming. State Scalebound just shows up out of the blue, and then Aaron Greenberg comes, oh, that's a glitch. We're fixing the glitch. Like they become even trolling now. And it's just like, you know what, guys? Like, and then even watching the biggest thing that really just triggered me, and I didn't want to do it because I was on doing the live thing. I already gave my opinion when I was on one of those things. Oh my goodness, Tiger King. You did not just say that. Those inside Xbox shows, they got to go. And you're probably going to leave now, but they got to go. Because that is just a missed opportunity if I ever seen one. It is too much talking heads. It's like ESPN afternoon and not gameplay. No games. People not holding controllers and playing games. That Inside Xbox was a total slap in the face disgrace. And I'm going to tell you another thing. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I cannot stand Microsoft's teasing. And they tease. Phil Spencer tweeted out today, you're going to tune in for Xbox. Tune in for Inside Xbox because we're going to show you Halo, Gears, Forza 7, State of Decay 2. And then they basically hold the Halo news hostage while they shove bullshit tweets and stupid crap down our face, teasing Halo news. They know their audience. I think people saying like, oh, Microsoft don't know their audience. They don't know. They know exactly. They know exactly what their audience wants. And they think that we're idiots. They think that we're fools. And that's where I get pissed about because I'm not an idiot. I see right through this crap. And just because they got a green X doesn't mean that I'm going to just give them a pass because of some green X. It is a joke. It is a joke. And we're not gullible. Gamers are smart people. Gamers are like, they know where to go. That's why when Game Pass says they want to, people know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to milk trials. They're going to milk $10 passes. Gamers are not going to sit there with subscriptions and not know where their money's going. Maybe they'll win that with casuals, but gamers want to know what they pay for. Why do you think gamers do reviews? Why do you think game reviews are probably more important than movie reviews? Because gamers are intelligent people. We're the geeks and the nerds and all this stuff. We know what the hell we're buying. We know when a game is $59.99. We know when the games were $50 and they went up to $60 and we went crazy. We know when EA was giving us that $10 online pass where we had to pay for online multiplayer games because they try to kill the used market. Gamers know that stuff. We know that. So when you talk about Halo, you better be bringing Halo. And they bring a new Halo game to Dave and Buster's. Dave and Buster's, a Halo light gun game. And then tell us that Master Chief Collection is getting enhancements. Enhancements. He said 4K and then quickly took that back and just said enhancements. So they're not even committing that the Master Chief Collection is going to be all native 4K, all that stuff. They just said enhancements. And according to the enhancements, or what true 4K means, apparently HDR means true 4K to Microsoft's definition on their website. So again, enhancements. Get out your penile enhancements. Another enhancements announcement. Get put on the lotion, because that's what it is. Enhancements. Yay. Enhancements on old games. Master Chief Collection was a broken game, and now they decided to fix it. This is not a new collection. This is not we redid everything. We gave it the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition treatment. Hell, Master Chief Collection was in the gutter when Halo 3 Anniversary came out. They didn't even acknowledge the Master Chief Collection was even there when Halo's anniversary, 10-year anniversary, came by Halo 3. Yep, that's right, Tiger King. Pills and creams. Just stay up late, and watch for enhancements, because that's all I think when I hear Major Nelson. He's in a suit talking about enhancements. It's like, all right, so where's the person that comes out goes, do you want your man bigger down there? Because Jesus, that's all I fucking hear. Enhancements. It's like, be more specific. You tease this news for over an hour. Enhancements. Okay, what, you put more better shadows? Like, get the hell out of it. You know what, man? Like, come on, please. Enhancements. And a game exclusive to Dave & Buster's. Meanwhile, Phil got the balls to come out and say, games take time. Well, that Halo cabinet looked like it took a damn fucking time to build with 4K screens. Shit. When was that in development, Phil? Was that 2 years ago? 4 years ago? A Halo arcade machine? Like, games take time, though. For Xbox fans, for your Xbox, when you pay $500 for to sit under your fucking TV, that takes time. But hell, this huge arcade cabinet coming to Dave & Buster's this summer, guys. This summer. That don't take time. No, man. No, that's not taking time. No, that comes out this summer, guys. This summer. And Dave & Buster's all over the place. They're going to ship those freaking Halo things. That's such a slap in the face. They're taking care of their PC brethren. Let's go put game exclusive on PC. Give PC features of sharing Xbox controllers on Mixer. Let's take care of PC. Oh, the Switch people could play Xbox Live for free. And now Dave & Buster's is getting their exclusive. And what I said about teasing, and what I'm saying enough in this thing is, and I said it on Smooth Stream on the reactions, is that Microsoft's marketing, or whoever the hell it is over there, whoever clowns, basically tease. And that's where it's really the reason why I even created this channel, and what grinds my gears, because that's what I don't like. Don't tease bullshit. If you're going to tease something, you better tease something that's significant. Don't go, tune in next week. We got some news for you. And that news winds up to be some PC bullshit on an Xbox show. Don't tease Halo. Oh, we got Halo. People are like, whoa, Halo. What do you mean, this Halo tonight? Oh man, this is the one right before E3. Inside Xbox tonight. I didn't hear E3 once. Maybe I was talking over it. I didn't hear anything about E3. Whoever the marketing is, I don't care who they are. I don't want to. And guess what? When people say it's Terry Myerson is the reason why it is, I don't care. I blame Microsoft as a company. If you don't give a shit about the Xbox, then get out. Leave. Sell it to Amazon. Sell it to somebody who gives a friggin' damn about it. Because obviously you don't. And you're using it as a piece of plastic to sit under a console and do it. And if people are happy with that, then fine. I'm not happy with it, and that's why I talk about it. because because guess what, people? They are not marketing that. They're not saying, hey, put it on your TV. You know what? It does do this. No, they're selling it as this is for the hardcore. This is for the premium gamer. Go listen to Phil's interview on MSNBC or whatever the hell he talked with some suit. And he was like, oh, that's our premium customer. That's the person that buys everything. That's the person. That's the console owner is the person. That's a premium socket. They used to use the word socket. That's a premium socket. That's the person who buys everything. So they already think that we're gullible. They already think that we're idiots. We buy everything, just blindly buy everything because we are the creme de la creme premium customer. You also forget, and he doesn't say it, just like I was saying before, they're also your smartest customer. They're the one that knows your ins and outs. They're the ones that you can't deceive. You could deceive the people that just want to go play one game a year. But you can't deceive your core, your premium console, your premium socket. You can't deceive that. Gamers are smart people. And guess what? We're going to vote with our wallet. I already have. I refuse to buy something from them until they straighten their shit out. Because I am not contributing to their engagement so they could use me as some bullshit number when I'm not satisfied. So they could do whatever they want, and I'm going to milk them for everything that they got. They're going to give me Xbox Live for free on PC. Well, that's where I'm going to game. I'm going to play on PC, and I'm going to milk you for everything. I said, this is not a nice show. It's not going to be nice. Not going to sit there and tell me games with gold is worth a damn. The hell out of here. That bull. Telling you. Enough. Enough with the teasers. If you don't got news to share that's worth a damn, don't even talk about it. Please. That Halo arcade box should have been that should have been some bullshit tweet this afternoon. That didn't need to be teased for an hour and a half inside Xbox. It's called Inside Xbox, and you tell me about a game that's in Dave & Buster's. Unless you're putting a fucking Xbox in Dave & Buster's, don't talk to me. Hell, you'd think they would do that, right, guys? They would take an Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console, and put it in an arcade machine and put it in Dave & Buster's. Call it the friggin' Xbox Arcade. Who the hell knows? They don't even market their friggin' console. And I'm going to tell you another thing that triggered all this. Ryan McCaffrey's interview with Seamus Blackley, the guy who created Xbox, it's titled "The Xbox Thought 35,000 Feet" or something like that, because he thought about it on a trip back. They built that Xbox to go against Sony, and Sony was putting Linux and said they could do email and all this bullshit that they were kind of talking about that the PlayStation 2 was going to do. Remember, it was like it could launch rockets and it had such CPU power to do anything that it can do. And Microsoft said they declared war. We could do so much better than that. We have the infrastructure. We got things that they don't even know. And Seamus proposed the Xbox. Yeah. But you want to know what? Day Trip, I'm going to say something. The fanboys are probably playing. You want to know what? This is one thing, too, that I think we all need to. And I know I don't have a big audience here, but I appreciate everything you guys come out and listen and spread the news and spread the stuff. And I try to say this, but we can't attack each other. And that's why I always say gamers. There's fanboys of everything. I follow a lot of cameras. I do cameras. I do a lot of electronics. And there's fanboys and everything. There's people that fight tooth and nail for Canon, Nikon cameras over Panasonic is trash. Micro Four Thirds is this. There are fanboys everywhere. You're not going to change the mentality of a fan. And if somebody invests a lot of money into something, they are going to be passionate about what they have. I am. I was. Hence why I do this. Why you sound so upset? Because I invested a lot in them. And they chased me away. But the thing is that we can't attack each other going, well, this fanboy said this and this guy said this. That's why I try to do this as a message to the corporation. Microsoft is doing this to us. Sony is doing their thing, and they were bullshit at the beginning of this generation with a $400 box indie station. Microsoft was bringing games. I couldn't complain about Titanfall, Sunset Overdrive. I couldn't do any of that stuff. But the thing is that Microsoft was delivering on the games. And I know it's frustrating when people do fanboys and all stuff. It's fans of everything. And what we're can do is stop attacking individuals. And I know people they do that. But we got to look at what Microsoft is doing. And that's what gets me. And that's what grinds my gears is that Microsoft is teasing us with bullshit news. And for some reason, they think it's worth the damn. And they think it's worth something. And the thing is that, and I'm telling, and I said it on that podcast, was they tease this and they are building E3 to be this mecca of a show because they haven't talked about games. Hell, they never even confirmed the Forza Horizon. You think they would show a picture of a fucking wheel? More to come at E3. They still never even confirmed that Forza Horizon is coming out. People just add it to the list. Fable, I could see, maybe not, because that's still early, but they never even did a Forza Horizon. We're assuming it's coming out. We just don't know where. But they never came out and said, it's come, like, more to come at E3. They haven't. And nobody else, the competition seems to be fine with doing all that. Spread a room, demos coming out, and demos and betas and all this other stuff. Hell, even at the Call of Duty thing, they ended the show with like a thank you. Yeah, right, Tiger King. They didn't even do that for Forza last year. I'm just like, we know it's coming out. You just assume it's going to be there. Exactly. Like, it's coming. So they know their fans know it's coming. So just at least tease it or talk about, just acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Show that you're listening to your fans, not by saying go to Xbox feedback. Acknowledge it. Don't ignore it and play coy and smile and go, oh, not even, they haven't even teased E3 this year, which is either going to be a good or a bad thing, because I think the fact that they haven't talked about E3, they've been silent, has built up so much stuff that people are like, no way, Microsoft can't do this. And you want to know what? I was believing, with CFDs that it was going to come through. And then I was like, well, State of Decay, they can't mess up State of Decay. The first game was decent. The second one will be better. They can't, and they found a way to mess it up. And Crackdown, who the hell knows? And then hearing people that Crackdown's not going to be at E3. If Crackdown is not at E3, I don't care if you thrown God's money at it. That game is mentally destroyed. In the gaming sphere, that game is mentally done. Done. If you do not show the hype trailer to Crackdown 3. Yeah, this is the biggest E3 ever. You want to know what? Microsoft says the biggest E3 ever. Tiger King says expect a car on stage. Hell, I think they're going to bring an SUV on stage. They're going to put an SUV on that stage because it's the biggest stage. It's a bigger stage. It's the biggest E3. Let's bring SUVs that come with the Forza Horizon. Who the hell knows? I mean, Mack trucks. Mack trucks are coming to Forza Horizon. It's just sad. It's sad. And I'm just thinking there's in such a disconnect that I don't even know where they're at. They seem really keen on this. We got to reach 2 billion gamers, and we're seeing it. And I jumped around, but like, I'm just kind of ranting. But the thing about the Seamus Backley interview, when he was talking about how they made Xbox, one of the points that he made was the reason why he convinced Bill Gates to make an Xbox was because he said the PC development, the reason what holds PC development back is that it is, let's see if I don't know if I could grab it. I don't know, I can't grab, but basically what he said, it was really just a quick sentence. But what he said was, he said that it is a friggin' bizarre. Like it is crazy. There's so many configurations. There's so many systems and graphics cards and processors and all this other stuff that is a nightmare. So what they need to do for PC development is dumb down the game in order to meet performance across all different configurations. That's what he said. Specific words. I quote him. They need to dumb down the game to meet this different variations of hardware specifications across PC development, where the console is a closed environment that could be targeted by developers to maximize the power, to maximize the infrastructure of that environment, to ensure an equal, consistent game. And he actually stated that the games look better on console, God of War, because the development is so focused on targeted, non-fluctuating hardware. The games look better. And he said this a number of times. If you even listen to the Xbox, Inside Xbox 2, or 1, well, the one where he came on and talked about the controller, he basically said the same thing, whereas it was a static environment for developers to target and wasn't this variation of PC hardware. Now, when you think about it, we think about how what Microsoft is doing now, focusing on PC, and we saw with Quantum Break, like, is Microsoft making our games dumb down to make sure they work on Windows 10 PCs? Are they not pushing the limits? Hell, they're not pushing the limits of the 6 teraflops they sold you in November, but even pushing the limits of the hardware itself, of the Xbox One hardware itself, because they are making sure UWP, yes, Tiger King, UWP, or making sure these games run on all the different configurations of Windows 10. Because I can tell you right now, it has not been a smooth ride over on Windows 10 with that trash of a store. And the fact that there's crashes, there's bugs. Just go grab any single game that's in that Windows 10 store and go look at the reviews. It's not downloading. It says it needs to be updated. It doesn't start. The app crashes. I could tell you from my own experience, I had to reinstall Sea of Thieves 3 times because I would install it, play it, and then turn off my computer. When I put my computer back on, I would click on the application, and it would just pop up and then close, because it's basically an app, like an iPad app, just opens and closed. And I had to uninstall it, right click, uninstall, and reinstall the game. One is a PC gaming on Windows 10. I never had, and it just basically crashed. I had to reinstall it 3 times. Now we'll see with Sea of Thieves how that goes. But basically, that's it's not a great experience over there. And the store itself is not that great. But the thing is that our games, and this was the feel when people, when I talk to other guys and stuff like that, everybody's like, well, you like the PC gaming and all this stuff. You could do the PC gaming while you complain. My initial complaint with this whole Xbox wants to be everywhere is the fact is that I did not want the Xbox core games, the games that we came to expect, and the games that they plan on building for the Xbox premium socket, the core, the people who buy everything, for our games to suffer for accessibility, for compatibility, for audience, for all these other visionary things that Microsoft is doing. It's going to affect the game design, the type of games, and all those things that impact us as gamers. So people could say, hey, I do not enjoy my game less because somebody on PC is playing my exclusive. But the problem I have is that could that game been better? Maybe a 79 on Metacritic, maybe something else, if they just had to focus on the console itself and not worry about if is it going to be in Windows 10. And I don't care how easy it is, because guess what? If it's as easy as they said, then why are all these games not in Windows 10 store? You got 3 or 4 of them that even try to do it. And who the hell knows what Microsoft had to do to get them there? But the thing is that if it's that easy, more people will be implementing it. And then you just look at Activision today and Call of Duty. They're using BattleNet. They're trying to bring in that Overwatch crowd from Blizzard. And they're like, you could talk friends with your Overwatch. Everybody got their own gig. Everybody got their own gig, but everybody got their own content to drive their own gig. The only one that kind of looks with their hands down their pants is Microsoft, because they're the ones that have this lacking content that's coming out, lack of content and lack of quality, desirable content, and trying to force their services and on everybody when people are just like, yo, dude, I got my own. I got my EA Origins. I don't need you. I got my Battlefield BattleNet or whatever the hell they use over in friggin' Battlefield. And then what's the name's like, we got battle.net over here for Origins, for Overwatch, and they're going to talk to our Call of Duty people. And people are going to come for Overwatch. Overwatch builds a BattleNet. BattleNet was from World of Warcraft. Come on, Call of Duty, you join on our BattleNet on PC. Dedicated servers. I don't know if we're going to see them, but I know PC guys got them. But the thing is like, everybody got their content. Everybody got their stuff to get you hooked on their services. And Microsoft's trying to do it with smoke or cloud. Like basically Microsoft's just trying to do it. And you know what? I don't even want to hear Xbox next console. All the next generation is going to be the same as we got now. Because Microsoft, unless they get a change, they're not changing. And that's where I've come to the point of like, we just need, like, that's why we just need to vote with our wallet. We would need to vote with our wallet because it's not going to change unless it hits them in their pocket. Unless they see their engagement numbers dwindling. Unless they see people, then they're just going to cut their losses. Look what they did with Windows Phone. They cut it because nobody bought it. Look what they did with their watch. You know, they got rid of their watch. Microsoft banned. That's gone. Now they're trying to make some budget Surface tablet because that was actually successful, the Surface, but it is. They changed, man. But they're changed for the worse, though. What do we think a next Xbox is going to be? We just got it. We just got the next generation Xbox in November. That's the most current thing. What can next generation bring us that's going to be different than this generation? The hardware is fine. It's the brains and the content that are suffering. Xbox is at the main table. You know what? It's Windows at the main table, man. It's not Xbox. It's Windows. It's Windows Gaming. So go look at the Windows Gaming store. Microsoft, he's not head of Xbox anymore. Phil is Windows Gaming. Windows Gaming is at the table. And Satya looks at Windows Gaming like your mom looked at Nintendo. Go play with Nintendo. Phil, how's that Nintendo doing? You mean Xbox, Satya? You mean Xbox? Yeah, that Nintendo that you guys play with over there at the Xbox campus. That campus over there, the Nintendo. Satya doesn't believe in it. He believes in the cloud and structure. And even look at the developers conference, everything is about enterprise. It's about enterprise. It's not about the consumer anymore. When Xbox first launched in Windows 8, Microsoft made a big, huge consumer push. They were going after the consumer market. Hell, they were going to bring their own TV station to Xbox with all original content, similar to like a Netflix. And that's the problem, Tiger King. Xbox and Windows intertwined. Why? They don't have to be. They shouldn't be. A PC gamer is not an Xbox gamer. There are different needs and different wants. They're different audiences. If that was the case, then why did Xbox even exist? If Xbox was eventually going to become Windows, then why the hell do we waste our time for the last 17 years with a stupid friggin' X console? If eventually we're just going to come full circle and it's just going to be a computer. Why the hell did Xbox exist? Go listen to Seamus Blackley. He made the case of why an Xbox needed to exist. They won't fix it. Listen, that Windows Store, that didn't just come out in January. That didn't come out in December. It came out over 2 years ago. 2 years. We get monthly updates, but nobody's updating that fucking store. This is not beta, man. They're gonna fix it. They're fixing shit. They aren't fixing anything. They just had the May update. What is that? Discord presence. Oh yeah, because that's the shit we needed. Games take time. Here's a arcade game for Dave and Buster's. I can count on my fingers how many fucking Dave and Buster's there are. I think they're gonna close the one down in Philly. Like Dave and Buster's, really? Hell, they should have made a baby game and tried to put in friggin' they should have made Lucky's Tales an arcade game and put in Chuck E. Cheese while they're at it. The hell out of here with that bull. Games take time, but here's an arcade cabinet. The fuck? It's just they are just so driving me crazy with all this crap. Yeah, and that's right. Joseph Baby's like, the hardcore audience. But if you go back, and I know that video came out with Phil, it's basically, well, yeah, they're just like a Google. So Tiger King says Microsoft's history, they were just like Google and Amazon. Just try to take everything over. Xbox was part of philosophy. Yeah, you're right. Xbox was the whole reason why they wanted to get into that. They wanted to get to the entertainment, into the room, into the living room. And that was one of the reasons. But they could have got in there. They wanted to get there with media. And that was a big thing, was with the media. But the thing is that they wanted to make a gaming console, and it was in response to Sony. And Sony was in the entertainment market with TVs and Walkmans and all that other stuff, and they made a gaming console, and they had success with that. And they were going. The thing is that it basically went full circle. And my thing is that if PC and Xbox were together, then Shadowrun would have been the most popular game ever. And Shadowrun was a failed experiment. Basically, games for Windows Live. They've been trying to do this. Street Fighter 4 was game for Windows. Like, you had to log into a Windows. You had to have an Xbox Live account to go get it. Oh, look who it is. Amy Attic, you survived one more day, I guess, with the whole Master Chief Collection not going to PC yet. No, you're shaking in your boots. But yeah, I have ranted enough about all this crap. But I'm just telling you, though, I am tired of their teasing. If they're going to tease something, they better tease something that's worth the damn. And don't tease. Oh, shit. Here comes Gaming Addict. You know what? I'm going to add Gaming Addict to here because I haven't talked to him. Fight you. Shouldn't you be playing State of Decay? Oh, you got an hour and a half. Let's go, Gaming Addict. Let's get I don't even know how to invite your ass into this thing. Where are you? I send you this link. Get your ass in this thing. Way over here. You ditched us on that Call of Duty review. Well, oh no, that wasn't the Call of Duty thing. It was that other thing. The Inside Xbox. I'm gonna invite you. See, I don't know how to use this stupid shit. Did I hit this link? There we go. Let's get into here. Invite. Let's see. You got here. Control room. I don't know how to do this crap. I do want Gaming Addict in here because I want his opinion on that Inside Xbox deal. Let's see if I get him up here. Let's see. You'll let me live. Bullshit. You get in here. You get in. Because get Addict, me and you are going to go Dave and Buster's. We're going to go play the fucking Halo game. Playing Xbox on site. Dave and Buster's. Where is he? I gotta get him in here. I want to hear his opinion on Dave and Buster's right here. Yo, you guys gotta show me how to invite people to the stupid chats. I don't know how to do these hangouts. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Do I invite you to the YouTube page? Let's see if I invite you to that. I'm gonna put it in the Planet Xbox chat. I'll get the Planet Xbox guys in here. All right, Addict. I'm gonna put it in here. I don't know if this works. Let's see. I don't know if that's it. That's not the invite. I gotta send you the Google Hangout one. But I don't want to stay. He'll let me live. He's going to try to come at me with the Lord's guys, with his crew tomorrow. That's what he's going to do. He's going to try to get the Lords on me. Right, Addict? Is that what you're going to try to do? But I like those guys, though. I like those guys. You, I got to have a problem with. I was just messing with you, man. I got to get your ass in here, though. I don't know how to invite people. I'm clicking away. Anybody in chat? How do you invite people to a Google Hangout? Let's see what the chat's saying. See, I'm new to this shit. Where did you leave Addicts here, right? How do you invite somebody to Google Hangout? Hangout Toolbox. Probably just Hangout Toolbox. There we go. No, that's not it. Anyway, I'll let Addict live. So I'm winding down for the evening. Google it. I am gonna Google it. How to invite somebody into a Google Hangout. I know how to do it when you first set it up. I don't know if you're streaming live how you do it. Whatever. Oh, here it is. That's it. Aha! I got it. Addict, if you're still around, you can come on in and give me your opinion. The hell is it? I'll get him in here. I'm gonna put it in our Twitter thing. Coming up, hijack my shit. Where is he? Here it is. If you want to join, and that's any of the crew, any of the Planet Xbox crew, impromptu. You guys in the chat want to join? Come on in. I'll be here for a little bit. I got you. I edited it. You come on in. And we'll get your impressions on that whole Inside Xbox deal. So we'll wait for Ad to come on in. I saw and the other Planet Xbox crew. There he is. Now I got to put my headphones on though.
Shit. I hear you here talking shit, Jazz.
Hold on. We don't want to hear your echo.
No, we're not hearing an echo. We're hearing you talking shit. We need to address this.
All right, let's do it. Hold on. Let me get my headset so we don't.
You know what grinds my gears? Gears grinding your gears, man. That's what grinds my gears.
Let's go. Let's grind your gears. This is an intervention.
It's an intervention. How? Well, what kind of intervention is it? I'm curious.
Hold on. Let me get you on this thing. Let's see. I hear you on here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I don't know if it's coming through the mic. Is it coming through? I don't hear the echo here. Hold on. There we go. I got the headset here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, would you leave? Hello? All right. He'll be back. I think I got it on my headset because I didn't want it to come through the microphone. Yeah, come back in, Addict. I think I sorted out the audio. I had to plug in my headphones. There he goes. There we go. I hear you now.
What's up?
What's up, man? So you saw that Inside Xbox thing?
No.
You were working, right? You had to go to work.
Yep. I had to be a grown up.
Yeah. Don't worry. I was at gymnastics with my son. And I was like,
the way I was described, I didn't miss shit. So.
No, you didn't, man. But I'm going to tell you the thing that made me do this impromptu thing is that they teased the Halo news throughout the whole show just to be at the end to tell about the arcade cabinet.
Yeah, I heard Red Dragon posted something on Twitter that was like, they have a new exclusive Halo where you have to exclusively go out of your house to play the new exclusive Halo.
At Dave & Buster's. It looks cool, though, but it's like, they teased it though, and that's where I'm like, why are you teasing this news on the Inside Xbox? And then they said enhancements for the Master Chief, so they didn't say PC yet, but they just said enhancements, and they're fixing the logging in, like that kind of stuff. But the friggin' arcade cabinet, I'm like, yo, I understand the audience likes Halo, but my God, like an exclusive, and like Phil comes out and says games take time. How long were they working on that fucking arcade cabinet?
Look, man, I ain't even at. I'm got to the point with Microsoft where I'm just like, look, I enjoy their games, but like my issue with State of Decay right now isn't the quality's bad. I wouldn't even say the quality's bad. It's a quality game, but the thing that they put on a pedestal is all fucked up, and I think that's the issue.
That's the issue. Yeah.
If they and I don't know what happened. I don't know why it came out this way. I heard it's not even on dedicated servers. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, it's peer-to-peer.
So I'm just like, let's take a world like if my issues with some of these reviewers right now. I feel like people like in what world does this game score 3 and 4? There's a lot of people giving it a 3 and 4.
Really?
And then I read there's like 9 or 10 reviews that low.
I didn't. Yeah, I just saw the media one, like the 60s and the.
See, this game's a solid 6. This game's a solid 7 to 7.5.
That's what I thought it was
right now. It's still that. It's just the issues is making it lower, and it's valid. It's just justified.
Have you played it yet? Did you get it earlier, or have you been playing it?
They straight up bowed me. They bowed me, man.
I know, man. I tried to get it for you though.
They bowed.
I was like, bullshit.
It's whatever. I'm gonna work on my channel. I'm gonna try to make it as big as I possibly can.
And all the guys in chat, go check out Addicts. I think you reviewed Omen Sight. I think that was the game you just reviewed. Yeah, go check out his channel. You gotta check out that.
That was a good game though. It's only on PlayStation, but it's a really good game.
Oh, it is. I thought it was on the. It's on Xbox.
On PlayStation and Windows. That's all.
Shit on Windows. Yeah, I was just the thing is the State of Decay, and what I was saying was like, and my earlier rant when I just came on was like, why? I don't want to say we can't make fun of Metacritic scores and put it next to Sony ones. Like that's not the thing to do. The problem I have is with the quality control coming out of Microsoft is who greenlit these games to say release them right now. Like and in the state that they are, like they knew that this game was like this. They knew State of Decay had lack of content. Like, how can they just say put it out there, put it in Game Pass, we'll fix it later? Like, and who's doing that?
I do feel like that is happening. I feel like
that's happening. Yeah,
that's definitely happening just because of the fact that State of Decay came out messed up, buggy, and then I'm seeing people, blame Undead. Look, you guys. Undead had 0 to nothing to do with this game coming out buggy. They worked on the game, and I feel like they were rushed out because in a perfect world, Microsoft wants a game coming out every 2 to 3 months for Game Pass.
And that's the thing. And I mentioned that earlier. It was like I feel like they got to keep those subscribers now, and now they're just putting content like they have to have like a fresh coat of paint each month to keep people subscribed. And that's what I think E3 is going to be. I'll talk about it tomorrow, but I think E3 is going to be a lot of like keep your subscribers.
I do think there are going to be a lot some announcements, but I do think that we're going to see. Me and Cognito were saying, Lord Cognito, you guys will meet them tomorrow. Like,
we'll see tomorrow.
At the end of the day, like I do feel like that they are having a time where they're pretty much like we need a certain amount out, but I do feel like they do know that they can't get away with these kind of content every time. Like sooner or later, people are going to want to know where's the good stuff.
Yep. I said gamers are smart people. Like, and I was saying relative to what Phil said was they're the premium socket. The console owners are premium group that buys everything. And they're going to get wise to it. They're already getting wise to it. Like people are going to be like, yo, enough is enough. Like you got to give me some good stuff now. Like, and even like I'm watching the Sea of Thieves stuff, those guys are struggling trying to get their content out. And even that tease, again, another tease. It comes out in May. We still never seen what the hell the hunkering deep, what the hell it is. They said it might have been a shark or a whale. Who the hell knows? But like they still never showed anything. They showed some CGI of some guy that I wish was probably in the game that you would go up to and tell you the story. Instead, they had some CGI trailer, a guy teasing DLC. God, like that was the thing tonight on Inside Xbox. That was the Sea of Thieves announcement.
And the thing is I feel like Sea of Thieves, I don't think Sea of Thieves is going to be an issue. They seem to be, I feel like this game should have came out as a $30 title or
preview. It should have been reversed.
And I do feel like if it came out as a $30 title and put it in Game Pass, this is what they're messing up on right now. It's like, I don't think this is going to be an issue of quality constantly. I think that what's going on here is they put too many buckets in one hat.
Yeah.
and they couldn't fit it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
they're trying to rush these titles out because these games weren't originally developed for State of Decay for a Game Pass model.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, these
So
were
you're
not
having them running these out, and
victims of the service.
yeah, and I think Sea of Thieves for sure is going to be fine because what's going to happen is Sea of
Yeah, they said
Thieves
6 content updates this year. 6 big updates. They said tonight.
and stuff like that. See, they're pretty much trying to do a give us $10 every month, and you have access to all these games every month updates.
Yeah.
It's like it's going to be like they're going to have like, okay, we're going to have Sea of Thieves do an update every 2 to 3 months. State of Decay is going to do an update every 2 to 3 months. I guarantee you, PUBG is going in there eventually.
Oh yeah, definitely.
PUBG going to do an update every 2 to 3 months. That is the kind of thing that they're literally selling crack.
They are selling crack. They're like giving you a little taste. But the problem is that they need to get the games, like get you hooked early on the games. They can't give you like a mediocre title and then make it good over the time. It has to be like hit well, and then you add bonus content to keep people going. Like, and that's where I think they're messing up, is that they're giving you kind of a dud or like a mediocre game that will form basically like a shell of itself, and basically saying, well, we're going to give you the rest as we go. You got to come out with something that hits like kind of hits well, it hits well, and then you expand on that. And that's where I think they need to hit that model, because right now you can't be dropping things at and I don't want to say Metacritic scores, but like 6 level games and going, yeah, well, we'll get up to 8 eventually.
And my issue, another thing that I see is, me and you argue about a lot, but it's the state of like the Xbox when it comes to. I honestly and truly don't think that Gears and Halo should go to PC at all.
I agree. I don't want them on PC, but that's where they're going.
All their other games like State of Decay that could go on there, but they need their big blockbusters to be like, this is why you have an Xbox. It's because you can't get these games anywhere else.
Exactly.
It's okay to put Forza on there because Forza needs that bigger audience, because Forza is a big game.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the shooters, these are the only places you could play that. And and we all know that I did feel like I still think there is a slight chance that it doesn't go to PC Halo. But every time Phil Spencer opened his mouth, that gets smaller and smaller.
I know we're shaking our boots. That's going to.
It's not even shaking my boots. Like, I just want.
I know. No, I definitely agree with you, because I think Halo is the last straw. Like, if Halo goes to PC, it's like, yo, fair game, hands up in the air. It's like, yo.
The hard drive.
Basically, and that's kind of where it is. It's like Halo's the last one, because Halo 5 is the only game that has not been on the PC, even though it's in there, the Forge. But I just don't think that the Halo's the last one. Like, if they just dump Halo, everything on PC. But you know what else I think, though? I don't even think Halo 6 is going to be a traditional type Halo game. They're going to be I think those games are going to be structured weird, or they're going to be, maybe the multiplayer is in Game Pass, but the single player, I don't know. There's going to be some weird shit going on with those games, I think. I don't think it's going to be the traditional Halo that we get. I think they were able to squeeze Gears in that way, but I think even Gears-wise, they might change it for the model of Game Pass. And that was my fear. My fear with this whole thing was that Game Pass is a great service, but I don't want the games to be compromised to fit in a Game Pass model. And that's where it affects me, because like now, if I'm playing a game that kind of has these hooks or these things that keep you going on, now you're interfering with the type of game experience that I'm getting, because now you're putting that stuff in there.
Here's something I like what Tiger said. Windows 10 has an exclusive game. Xbox should have one too. I completely agree.
And Dave and Buster's has one.
I don't understand how they will make games for Windows 10 exclusively, but they won't keep games. I mean, technically, there's plenty of games that's exclusive to place the Xbox still. You got Halo 5. You got Sunset Overdrive. The Master Chief Collection.
Well,
there's still games.
But for the whole PC push.
Yeah, but it's like you just said, this is before that happened as well.
Yeah.
We don't know what's really going to happen in the long run when it comes to these games.
No, man.
I don't know. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually friends with a lot of the State of Decay devs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw your pictures with them.
And I've been talking to them. It's like, look, like State of Decay is getting a lot of support. like a lot of support
from Microsoft,
from everyone.
Uh-huh.
Like this game is going to be around for a while. It's not going to be like the predecessor.
I'm sure.
I hope that they push back the support that they're supposed to do to fix these issues. These issues need to be fixed quick. I've been told a lot of them are going to get fixed with the day one patch, but regardless how you look at it from the day one patch, it's still unacceptable. And it's like I said, I'm not blaming the State of Decay devs. Undead, I don't think had anything to do with this. Nope. I think this game was a victim of rushing this game so it could be with Game Pass.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, even if this game comes out first game and the game patch fixes everything, first impressions mean a lot.
I know, and the reviewers already got their grubby hands on them to state basically put in writing what they declare the game is, and it's the people that might come back. Hey, who's this?
Yo,
Cycle.
Yo, man, how's it? Man, what the hell was that, man?
We're burning the early evening, the late evening oil.
We are indeed.
Smooth's gonna get mad now, but Smooth was on press start earlier.
Okay.
Yo, did you see that Inside Xbox? I did. You got one too, man.
Gosh, that was crazy, man. Look, I turned it on. I guess I got on kind of late, but it was just like, dude, what the hell is this?
Yo,
like the acting and
was that friggin' Escape the Room or some crap like that.
Who approves this stuff, man? Like,
I have no clue.
This is okay.
I have no clue.
See, here's the issue. Those aren't an issue. What's the issue is we don't have no key exclusives. Like, here's the perfect world, and here's what I think this is eventually going to turn out to be. Inside Xbox, when they start announcing because I do feel like, I'm sorry, after this E3, I'm not giving Phil Spencer no passes anymore. Because I do feel like people give Phil Spencer.
Oh, of course,
they don't give him enough time. But at this E3, we're at that point where it's like I said. I was talking to Kratos. It took 5 years to make Halo, Gears of War, God of War, the new God of War. It took 3 years to make the new Mass Effect. It took 4 years to make Halo 5, and it took 3 years to make Gears of War. This coming up will be this year right now is in his 4th year. And this is like the beginning. I got to give him the first year for getting shit together.
He got the Kinect out of the box.
So we're coming that first year. He was just sorting through the mess. You can't even really count that first year. I'm sure he had a lot of shit going over, and plus he had a lot of games that already been pre-approved that had to go through their cycles regardless.
Yep.
Okay, now we're coming up to that point where we're 3 to 4 years into his development cycles of games he should have had a say in. This E3, that will be 5 years from next year.
Yeah.
So there's no reason this E3 and people are like, next gen, that Microsoft is setting next gen. No, there's no reason.
What the hell is next gen going to look like?
Regardless,
next gen, November. X is basically a next gen console.
Regardless about next gen this, next gen that, at the end of the day, PlayStation's already announced next gen games, so you can still see next gen shit.
Yeah, and next gen's going to be iterative. It's not going to be like stopgap. It's going to be a migrating to the next generation. It's not going to be like sell everything you got because you're going to get something new. It's all just going to be slowly migrating to the PlayStation 5, the next Xbox. They're all going to be forward, backwards compatible, those kind of things. But you know what? The thing is that I say we give him that much time. But if I was saying before about Crackdown, if they say Crackdown's not showing up there, that game is mentally dead.
I don't think Crackdown's showing up there. I've been told pretty thoroughly it's not showing up there. Here's the thing though, like I think that Crackdown's an important game to them. Because Crackdown's a game they could see like let's be 100. If Crackdown comes out, does the multiplayer that they promised us, has a solid single player, not like GTA 5 single player, and has a really addictive multiplayer that you could just blow shit up and progress and shit like that. That is the perfect game to put in Game Pass.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If they just put Wrecking Crew in Game Pass, or if they only put the single player in it, just do the Wrecking Crew. They could do that too. They could separate that game. I think they wish the Game Pass was out last year because they probably would have released it on November 7th. Who the hell knows?
And I think that is the key thing. And let's be real, people are sitting there and people are like, and I'm one of them, like, why is this game being delayed 3 or 4 times? But at the end of the day, do we want this game being delayed 3 or 4 times or coming out and being delayed once and coming out trash, and then it because Crackdown used to be a fun franchise.
Yeah, but you know what they need to do though? They need to announce more games. Like they don't. If they just announce, like, we've been talking about these same 3 games for over a year and a half, 2 years. It's like they just need a more games. So like if they're not going to be all great. Like Sony like had The Order, they had God of War, they had Drive Club, they have like everybody has their ups and downs. But when you have a range of games, then if one's a dud, it's not a detriment to the whole lineup. But Microsoft is like, they got 3 games and 2 of them already like duds.
At the end of the day, Tiger, I expect at least CGI cutscenes. I don't want any PGFs.
Wait, for what?
At all. Like he said, like if they do announce stuff that's not coming out next year, what I want stuff like Nintendo did, where they just showed the Metroid 4, or I want CGI cutscenes. No. If anything, if they're going to show shit that's like 2 or 3 years off in the future, it needs to be CGI. I can't see a word pop up on the screen. That's whack.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, he said last year in an interview that I could have showed trailers for some things that were started, and he didn't. So, you know what? He talks a lot, and that's the problem I have with all of them. They talk too much, but we'll see what they got to show. Because I'm like, but I want to ask Cycle, though. Cycle,
yeah,
are you going to Dave & Buster's anytime soon this summer?
Shit, I might go tomorrow, man.
It's not there yet.
Oh shit,
it's coming this summer though. This summer.
Man,
do you have a Dave
like, what the hell, dude? I do. It's like
I got one.
15 miles from me.
I just can't believe it.
I'm looking at that like, is this a mobile game? Is it like, I'm just trying to figure out what it is. And then
I don't even know what the fuck you guys are talking about. To be completely honest with
you, go look at the Halo Dave & Buster's.
I don't want to look at shit.
It's a light gun game. You're sitting in a chair with a light gun and you're moving a reticle on the screen like a game from like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Light gun game, House of the Dead style. Halo, 4-player.
I'm looking at that stuff and I'm like, they seem confused, man. Like they don't understand what we want, man.
Games take time, but we can make an arcade cabinet for Dave & Buster's. I'm like, okay.
Well, see, at the end of the day, Dave & Buster's could have reached out to them and paid for that development. We don't really know what's going on there. Dave & Buster's it could have been done by a completely different team.
Well, they did partner with somebody.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is Dave & Buster's. This is bullshit.
It is.
I don't know exactly. I'm not really.
I sat with Kid Smooth and Fame.
Please don't say Kid Smooth act like that was a big deal.
No. We all were like bull. We were all going crazy. But like basically they teased it throughout the whole show that Master Chief Collection news is Halo news is coming. Phil Spencer tweeted out today about Halo news. Everybody's like, Halo, Gears of War. Do you know what the Gears of War news was? Gears of War and Halo are doing esports league combination, something like that. That's what it was. That was the Gears of War news. Don't put those in there, please. Like, don't even mention it, Phil. Like, why are you trying to get more viewership on Mixer because of that? Because that just pisses people off. And that's what pissed me off. I went off. That's why I even did this thing tonight, because I was like sitting there going like, are you like, I just can't. I got to do a bonus episode.
I just
teases.
What I want to see from them is, and you know what's sad, man? The saddest part about it is people are going out of their way saying they know exactly what Microsoft is going to show. After last year, I ain't never saying that shit again. Because I had all these things what I thought they were going to do, and then it came down to it, and Microsoft showed me I don't know shit. Because I was like Fable, this, that, like something's going to get. I was even have low expectations, and I'm not saying I don't even think their conference last year was trash or anything. I was just thinking it wasn't what we needed.
Oh yeah.
And you know what it was? It was a contribute to Game Pass. How many of those games do you think is going to be on Game Pass?
Probably all of them.
The majority of them. Yeah. And what's funny is games like Fable, the card game of Fable, games like
any of the Forzas
Project Darwin. Though they should have bought that developer of Project Darwin, because that game was a great game. They should have made sure that game worked functionally, worked great, and that should have been in Game Pass day one, and that should have been supported 100% through Microsoft, and that would have been something. See, here's the thing that Game Pass needs to be. It needs to have like 10 guns in their chamber that at any time that are highly focused on multiplayer and games as a service, that every 2 or 3 months, like Overwatch, new shit comes out, and they just keep rotating that shit every month.
Yeah,
and there's literally nothing you could do because let's be right here. Okay, you put the $10 in, you get it for State of Decay or Sea of Thieves. You get it for Sea of Thieves. Let's do that because I feel like that's more of a service game than State of Decay. So you play that month, you do whatever you want to. It's like, yo, Project Darwin, what is that? You played that. Now you addicted to 2 things of crack.
Mm-hmm. You stay subscribed, yeah.
So the month after that, guess what? State of Decay's dropping something else. Now you addicted to 3 things of crack. Mm-hmm. Now guess what? You got to go to rehab.
Well, that's what they want you to do. They want you just to forget about that charge and just sit there and auto charge it, and you're in. And they hopefully see. The thing is too is that it's not just the new games, because remember, Game Pass came out last year and the end of last year, and it wasn't that like people like I have a lot of those games. It seems cool, like whatever. But until they put their first party day and date in there, that's when Game Pass got some heat. Like that's where like, whoa, now it's the real deal. But the thing is like, they want you to get hooked on some of those games and stuff like that. And they're making it accessible because now you could come on the Xbox, get Game Pass, and you could experience a game and get hooked on it and stay subscribed. It's more towards the casual person, but then they're trying to get the hardcore people. But my problem is that don't make the games built for Game Pass. Like these games, like until I see a solid game getting in there. That's the thing. Like,
I think there's a couple
don't build them for Game Pass.
There's a couple directions that they needed to take. Gigantic was an amazing game. They let that flop.
Oh, they're not doing the studios, man.
They should have supported that, helped that get in the Game Pass, supported that in the Game Pass. I feel like that would have been a good gun that they would have had. Regardless of what people think of this developer, Telltale should have been bought a long time ago, and their game should be exclusively on Game Pass.
Right?
Imagine like you can think that.
I wanted to answer what's his name, Eric Smith's question. Yeah, Eric Smith's question is like, what do Xbox fans want? Seems most are happy with Halo and Gears, whether it's new or a 10-year-old game with enhanced graphics.
So, let me take this dude real quick. Show me where everyone in the game Xbox community has said we're just happy with Halo gear. Like, I don't like this stigma that's put around the Xbox community. Almost every podcast I know, besides certain podcasts, have said they're not cool with the stereotype, the direction Microsoft's going. But for some reason, people keep saying the same shit over and over again that everyone's happy. Well,
I'm not really attacking you at the video about it, though.
That was jokes. And I'm not really going at you specifically. I'm losing my voice. This is ridiculous.
Don't lose your voice, man. This was just I was supposed to lose my voice. Nah.
But look, Xbox fans have said over and over again, if you say that question, you're watching Jez's podcast, so I'm pretty sure you've seen Planet Xbox. We literally go in on that shit almost weekly.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Almost weekly.
Halo. Yeah. It's not, the thing is that Gears and Halo have been the most polished franchises and things that they have done. And I wanted them to actually have some more innovation with it, like what they did with the Halo Warzone. I felt like that was lacking in Gears of War multiplayer. But, if they could innovate on those titles, like just like who the hell was like everybody was, if they came out with God of War to be the same as like remember the last God of War wasn't too hot. That was like Gears of War Judgment level, like Ascension, God of War Ascension. And then look what Sony did though. Hey, Microsoft could do something like that with their franchises. That's great. I just want something new for the generation, not necessarily a new IP. Like, but even if they just make something new or innovative, show that they actually are driving the game, like leading the gaming industry, and not just following tropes.
Here's the thing:
or grabbing PC crap, putting it on our system. Like, PUBG. Oh, that's hot. Throw it on our system. Let them figure it out.
See, it's not even really. I don't even think that Microsoft isn't doing good because they're not making games. I think Microsoft isn't doing good.
They don't have studios.
It's not even that, because they're investing in the games that their fan base just don't want.
Oh,
like I'm sorry, no one wanted a Sunset Overdrive. The game did horrible for a reason. No one wanted that game. I kind of thought Quantum Break would have done better on the Xbox platform than it did, but they literally made it that's literally a step right below Until Dawn, but not a story narrative focus Until Dawn.
But again, Quantum Break was a victim again of services, except they were different services. They were the movie services and entertainment.
And as much as
that was the whole thing.
Much as I hate to say it, there's one thing Sony knows how to do is make interactive cutscenes to make you feel like, you know, some serious shit's going down. Why do you think their games do so well in single player oriented?
There's so many times I'm hitting the controller, man. Yeah, Cycle, sorry.
No, I'm saying this is the reason why I think Microsoft is confused right now, because people were talking about we want more than Halo, Gears, and Forza. Then when they give you more than Halo, Gears, and Forza, people don't support it. So they're in this situation where they don't know what the fuck to do. Like, what do you guys want from us? Like, what do you actually want? So I think this is why they're all over the fucking place on what their messaging is and what they want to deliver and what games they want to do.
88% of the fan base. People might like Sunset, but I'm talking about the majority over the minority. Okay. The majority of Xbox like that story-oriented games, and you could still build those games to appeal to those fans.
Yeah.
I've always said it from day one. I've always said it from day one. You build good games, the sales will come.
Yep, exactly. And that's the biggest thing. I don't
know about that, because Sunset Overdrive was a good game. When you look at the
yeah, but you want to know what, man? That multiplayer though was not. It wasn't. They didn't have co-op in it.
Blame it on the multiplayer.
But I'm saying they didn't have co-op in it. That was the biggest complaint with that game. There's no co-op.
Was Sunset Overdrive a good game because it was a good game, or was it a good game because it was on Xbox and unique?
I say it was a good game. I mean,
I say it was a good game because it was Xbox and unique. Tell me good aspects of Sunset Overdrive.
It was unique. It was
the story
different.
Was trash.
I thought it was real. I thought it was a good, funny ass, hilarious.
Because it was unique. Game. The first word you used was unique.
It was unique.
We don't see stuff like that on Xbox. That's why a lot of people. Yeah. If that would have been on Sony, it would have been mediocre. I guarantee you. Because they see shit like that all the time.
That's just me though. Because if that game was on PlayStation, I would have purchased it, and I think I would have just enjoyed it for what it was. That's what I do in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play games and I just enjoy them for what they are.
I thought it was a unique game. Like, I thought it was a unique game, but I know what you're saying, that it was because the audience was something fresh for the audience, that's why people revere it as.
Why do you think people flipped out over?
Look, since it was fresh, that should be more of a reason why people should support it and buy it if it was fresh and new to people, right?
But if it would have came out, and I think a lot of it was because a lot of people don't like, spontaneous humor. They like serious tone games. When you make a story, name a story that's on Sony that is like wild and crazy like that shit and sold well. There's very few.
Well,
it didn't have a good
game they made.
The game had a very loose foundation. It just did. Like its story made.
You can disagree on that, but
the story was weird. The combat system was okay. That was the best part about the whole thing.
It was almost like Jet Set Radio. Like, it had that grinding of like Jet Set Radio. But the thing is that the one problem that I thought the DLC, I thought the game was pretty good. I beat it, and then I beat the DLCs. I thought that they did do a good job. I didn't consider it a mediocre game. That was just like, oh, it just hit in a certain time that we're not exposed to that stuff, because it was like a Jet Set Radio, which basically was on an Xbox. So if you had played that, like you played some of the Jet Set Radio, plus I think the biggest problems they had was it needed a co-op, and the multiplayer wasn't.
I agree. I think the 4-player co-op should have been.
And the multiplayer was really bad. It was sort of like, just 4 people running around, and then you do.
Are you serious?
The multiplayer was not that great.
Me and this developer got to have words.
What developer?
The developer who made Divinity Original Sin 2. This game is $30 on Steam. So they made the definitive edition on Xbox and charged $60 for a preview. I gotta make a video.
$6 for a preview game?
For a preview game. No, it's on the dashboard now. Go look.
Xbox preview, $60. Holy shit.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
Wow. This is crazy.
What game is this?
I wanted to buy
this
game. I wanted to buy this game, but now I'm gonna fall back. I don't believe in that $60 nonsense for a preview game.
Yeah, see, people are bullshitting that preview program now. That's becoming a fucking cesspool too.
And no, I'm not going to take away from the preview program. I'm not going to do that. I feel like some of these companies are taking advantage of the preview program.
Yeah, but Microsoft's putting them in there though.
Well, see, Microsoft offered to help bring the platform there. So, I can't. They don't really have control of what the price is going to be. Microsoft just tells them what their end's going to be.
Yeah, the premium. They're
crazy. Like, look, man, you make that price whatever you want.
$60. They showed that game on Inside Xbox. That was like the final thing before they went to that escape the room. Divinity. It's a top-down kind of
I'm about
rogue
to-
game.
Okay.
I'm
All
about to hit up these devs and get a review copy for this shit. Fuck this nonsense. Like,
Yeah,
$60.
I was gonna turn this thing down too because I wanted to try to get an hour of gaming in before I fucking like go.
Well, it is a free trial, so I can try the free trial, and it looks fun.
Oh,
man.
there's a free trial.
Oh my god, I'm just in the. I don't even want to go into
PUBG
this.
still doesn't have a free trial. Hey, I have the stop broadcast button now, man. PUBG still doesn't have a game. It had a free game weekend, but it didn't have a still doesn't have a trial on it.
It is weird, but I think there was alternatives with that. There was motivation.
Oh, I know why it doesn't have a trial. It's just the fact that it doesn't is just come on. We're not idiots. We know why.
PUBG about to die though, so.
Oh my god,
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Cycle, did you see that Call of Duty thing?
Oh man.
No. Call of Duty gonna be trash. I'm saying
can't do
Fortnite is choking motherfuckers.
Oh, Fortnite's crazy, man.
Cause they have a better response. Like they can respond shit to quicker. Like explain to me how Destiny takes 3 months to update they roster, but Fortnite can do that shit in 4 days.
That's what I mean. People are like, oh, Call of Duty and Battlefield are gonna kill Fortnite. I'm like, Fortnite, all they need to do is come out with an update.
Fortnite,
8 done.
I'm sorry, Fortnite is a colossal, and Battlefield's going to. I mean, Call of Duty is going to sell well. It's going to sell more than Fortnite. It's going to do more than Fortnite. But in 3 to 4 weeks at a time, all them. I don't know, dude. To be honest with you, people might be fucking with Fortnite enough to stay on Fortnite. Like this is one of the very few titles I've seen between PUBG, Fortnite, because you got your hardcore PUBG and your hardcore Fortnite. They might take off to Call of Duty, but you can't mimic the kings of that battle royale shit. They taking that light straight back to that.
That Thanos shit was awesome. I played that all friggin' weekend.
What is how does
so what the Thanos thing was
no, I know that I did that. How is the battle royale to
a Call of Duty, right?
Call of Duty.
So Call of Duty, they didn't show anything about it, of course, but what they said, and they didn't say how many people, but they said it's going to be kind of like the third tier. You know how they're like single player, zombies, multiplayer. It's going to play different than the other ones. But basically, what they said, and this is the thing that they have, is that it is going to be a mashup, a big map. A mashup of all their previous elements from single player games, from the previous Black Ops games, and they're going to have vehicles in it, and they're going to have characters from the other games as playable in it. And I thought like they're going to have like iconic places. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember some Black Ops maps, but basically some of the kind of big areas. So the map will be made up of all the other maps of all the generations of Black Ops. Now, they say it's one of the biggest maps ever, but I thought that was the coolest thing. And they're going to have air, land, and sea vehicles in it. And that's all they said. And they basically said, hey, remember this from Black Ops 2 maps. Remember this from Black Ops 1 map. Remember this from this guy. Remember using that RC car and this. So, like, they putting all their Black Ops, like a mashup, and putting it in a big open map and doing it PUBG style. That's what they said, basically. So we didn't see it. I didn't see it, but that's what they said, and they didn't see gameplay of it though. But I love that it's a mashup of previous of other maps, like the best of, which is a pretty cool way to build a map. It's not generic open map. You know, it's basically going to be built from iconic parts from their previous games.
Do you guys think they're going to charge $60?
I think so. I'm sure they will charge $60 because then there's Zombie has 3 campaigns in it, 3 different. One's Titanic. One's like a Titanic level. One is a Roman, like a gladiator level, which I don't know how the melee works, but it looked like Rise. They didn't show gameplay of it. They just showed trailers. So they're basically like 3.
People can say what they want. They could talk all that shit.
People's going to buy it. People are say, like, I'm not buying it. Everybody's buying it. It's Call of Duty.
I ain't buying this shit, man.
All right, go ahead and end this shit.
I buy for story mode, but yeah.
There's no story mode. That's the other thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Go and end this shit. We got to talk.
All right, man. All right, thanks again, guys, for coming out. This has been Grind My Gears with a bonus episode. And shout out to Iron Lord Addict. Check us out tomorrow, and Cycle Gamer for playing Xbox tomorrow. But thanks again, everybody.